Tonight, Target 8 investigates the link between mental illness and incarceration. Good evening, I'm Brittany Pieper.
And I'm Colin Ruane. Thanks for joining us. For the past few years, Governor Nixon has worked on his mental health initiative to make more resources available for people struggling with mental illnesses. KOMU8's Emma Balkenbush investigates one Mid-Missourian story and a young man in and out of jail.
I spoke with one family who tells me despite efforts made by the governor, there's still not enough proper treatment for their son and the mentally ill in mid-Missouri. A mother says her son has been arrested too many times rather than getting the help he has needed for years.
I just think that's terrible.
Terry Brown says there's no justice for her mentally ill son.
Just waiting for him to break the law when he's sick.
She says her son, 36-year-old Jeremy Bellman, needs help, but instead, he's in jail.
When we've asked for help, most every time when we've involved the law, they always arrest him, find charges for him.
Brown says her son has struggled with mental illnesses such as bipolar disorder and schizophrenia for years, and there are times she cannot reason with him.
And that's frightening to us because we love him. You know, we want to see him stay out of jail.
The CEO of the Arthur Center Community Health Center says it's an issue that still needs work.
Is there enough resources to do all the things that need to be done? No, there isn't. It's been a pretty scarce resource.
Mackey says Governor Nixon's mental health initiative has allowed for new programs such as the Crisis Intervention Team Council and mental health liaisons. But he says there is always more room to expand, especially to educate law enforcement.
So do I think they need to have training? Absolutely.
According to the Missouri Department of Corrections, about 45% of incarcerated offenders in 2015 had some type of mental illness, ranging from mild impairment to severe functional impairment.
The mental health liaison for Audrain County says it's a slow process, but law enforcement is doing what it can.
It's just something that is not emphasized in their academy training, and there are so many other things that law enforcement officers have to learn through academy that this often gets pushed to the back burner.
KOMU8 reached out to Audrain County Sheriff Stuart Miller regarding Bellman's case, and he responded with an email that read, "Bellman committed a crime. He was arrested, determined competent by the court to stand trial, convicted, and sentenced. While in jail, he was charged with threatening a judicial officer, and that case is pending in court." Brown says her son is not a criminal and never hurt anyone, but constantly finds himself facing charges. And she worries he's not the only one.
Why do you not help them? I mean, there is help out there.
Mackey says it can be difficult for families to attempt to get help for their loved ones when a person does not necessarily want it. Mackey and Heitman both say it's going to be a slow process, but they are doing what they can to help people suffering from mental illnesses.
The number of drug seizures